First, the headlines. BJP's National President JP Nadda arriving in Manipur on a two-day visit tomorrow. One or more union ministers will visit Manipur every 15 days to oversee development work, says Work Minister T.H. Bishwajit. MPCC President N. Loken asked if Prime Minister Narendra Modi has translated his promises into action. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. Preparations for National President of BJP JP Nadda's two-day visit in the state are in full swing. He will arrive in Manipur tomorrow to review preparations for the general elections to the Manipur Legislative Assembly. He will inaugurate the newly constructed head office of BJP at Nityaipa Chuthek. Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren, President of BJP Manipur Pradesh A. Sharda Devi, Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education R.K. Ranjan, MP King Sanajauba Laishemba, General Secretary of Northeast Ajay Jamwal, spokesperson of BJP and Manipur in charge Dr. Sambit Patra, Works Minister T.H. Bishwajit and General Secretary Organization Abhay Kumar Giri will receive and welcome the National President of the party on the tarmac of Bir Tikendrajit International Airport. Outside the airport, a cultural program has been arranged. Later, he will attend a party meeting held at the meeting hall at Nambol Market. He will hold a meeting with the core committee members of the party at the Hotel Classic Grande at Chingmairong Mamang Laikai in the evening. Then he will hold a meeting with the BJP MLAs. On the second day of his stay, Nadda will visit the Govindaji temple at the palace compound. He will also meet MP King Laishemba Sanajauba. The party president is scheduled to hold a meeting with office bearers of BJP Manipur Party, state executive members, president of state Morcha, general secretaries and mandal presidents. Before leaving Imphal, the national president will meet and honor Manipuri Olympians, successful candidates in the UPSC examinations 2020, intellectuals and prominent personalities of the state at the City Convention Center at the Palace Gate. Meanwhile, ahead of JP Nadda's visit to the state, Chief Minister N. Biren is personally looking into a beautification of different parts of the state. He visited the party office at Nityaipa Chuthek to be inaugurated by the BJP national president. Welcome gates have been erected at different places where he is scheduled to visit. Works Minister Thongam Biswajit said union ministers will be visiting the state every 15 days to check the development works taken up by the state government as well as by different departments. He said this during the inauguration of new office of BJP Thongju Mandal at Khongam Okram Chuthek in Thongju Assembly constituency. President of BJP Manipur Pradesh A. Sharda Devi, General Secretary Organization of BJP Manipur Abhay Giri and Manipur in charge Dr. Sambit Patra presided over as the presidium members. Speaking on the occasion, he said BJP is different from other political parties as the party gives emphasis to integrity, unity, peace and development. Many developmental projects have been taken up under Donor Ministry, which was introduced as a department to improve the northeastern region by the then Prime Minister of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he said. Minister Bishwajit said it has been his dream since he joined politics to make Thongju AC into a model constituency. Stating that most of his dream has been accomplished so far, he sought people's support to make this a success.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट स्टेट की खंबी बसे अतोप पार्टी अमत लेकिन ऐसे मसी हंड्रेड का हंड्रेड चुम वापम नहीं हाँ मैं खंबी बा और कुछ करी ना डोनर है जैसे नसी कांग्रेस ना तो अतोप पार्टी सिंगना गाना बल्लौरी ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट की तो मुझे अपन है तो मुझे डोनर है मुझे कराना हुडुपी के बनो है वो मतमदा अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी प्राइम मिनिस्टर वो मतमदा particularly northern state ki lai posing chakwa pa ki chang wa le masi budget ki 10% kai har ka da akoi full lama thamaka na matlagi chakwa ma pura ka da bani habi wa khalon ga loina na tawraga tawki bani masi akoi ka loina akoi ministry oina semak bani habisi ma akoi haje ge aduga ngasi mo numit trangani kudingi akoi le riba Minister amamam tharakase masi concern oi bachena nangi na thau taw department se kai kai lege ye jo aina la pase kangana kungangana dum every kitan de je view minister dum la le bani
MLA of Nambol Assembly Constituency and President of Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee and Lokan has questioned whether Prime Minister Narendra Modi has translated his false promises into action. He said this during a youth enrollment program held at the office of Nambol Congress Committee. Speaking on the occasion, Lokan said since BJP came to power both at the center and in the state, prices of cooking gas, diesel and petrol have risen many times. People are facing inconveniences over price hike of essential commodities. As such, people must choose worthy representatives in the election to the Manipur Legislative Assembly, like a party and individuals who can work for the welfare of the country and the state.
Other Maram Warakanda, I got Bharatiya Janata Party, Sason say, Loisaloga, the I got Manipur, Tangu Lata, people that they give it Amuka Hena, people Sopoki Tanjago Lapina, I got 100 Laka over 2000, 20 Tuesday, Adu Raba, I got Sasolama, I got later Yade, I
MLA of High Rock Assembly Constituency Thokchom Radeshyam assured to convert 2 added schools at Salungpham Chingtam High School and Salungpham High School as government-recognized schools. He said this during the BJP party flag hoisting ceremony held at the residence of Ngangom Danajit at Salungpham Kang Yambem Mamang Lekai, Ward number 6 today. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Radeshyam said preparation for blacktopping of streets of Salungpham is complete, stating that BJP will get landslide win at the upcoming state Legislative Assembly election. He said people from other party joining the BJP is the result of the developmental work taken up by the party.
Salungpham gi akoi lambi gi yam chaw awat palaire lambi sima mayam da tatana so hai jabadune lambi sima ti suksoi soidana ai semjegani aduga ayam thuna hojik nung kan thugari masi soidana semgani habis mayam chena thambiyo masi mayam mangla ina hajaisi akoi gi Salungpham gi Chingtam High School amati Salungpham High School ani si edit oiba school ani se masi suksoi soidana ina dai da loraga government gi convert tawgani habis mayam sakhi oibi oiba se thamjage atai tei loina tawgani but lambi ga school ga se simadi ai gi dai tane haina ai mayam thamjaraga.
NPP's intending candidate from Singjamai Assembly Constituency, Oinam Roman, has condemned the damage of property by some miscreants at the new office of National People's Party, Singjamai block, set up at Singjamai Top Leirak in the constituency. Some unknown miscreants had smear coal tar at the new office of NPP Singjamai block office, slated to be inaugurated tomorrow. Condemning the incident, Roman termed it as an unfortunate incident. There had been threats to him and his workers in the past, he said. He appealed to the people of the constituency for a smooth and peaceful election.
Office amma sangana bagi thawrang tawringaida ngasi khangudana haiba jaga asi yamna tamthiba mawngda akhoi gi muk akhoi gi garuba mobile mati taisilamaga yamna akhoi gi fataba amasung yamna gudagiri thabakta tawbiramase tasengna ai yamna nuaite ai condemn tawi aduga singemai si yamna santi leina election pangthokpani adubu handak tawreiba mawngsi yamna nuaite maramdi singemai da leriba praja sing ama oina aina hajaningmada khoi gi leriba ai workers sing adi ai senbiriba singdasu threat mayama torokpa khut thabirakpa adi mayama tawbirakpa masi yamna total ai condemn tawi yaragadi siguma thabaki tawiganu singemai se yam santi leina afaba khoi mikhan nama ohensi haina ai gi taraptagi hanna na media tapta hajeri.
Youth worker of the party, T.H. Nivarani Devi, said the party will find out the culprits and take appropriate actions. Expressing shock over the incident, she appealed to those involved to explain why they did what they did. In an event produced by the Manikart Events, reportedly took place at Dusit Thani Hotel on October 7th in Dubai, where noted fashion designer Robert Nauram astounded the audience with a union of fashion show and Manipuri fusion folk dance. The collection narrated a bridal story showcasing different bridal dresses of different communities of Manipur, a northeastern state of India. The energized and red-colored theme signified the solidarity among the communities and power of working women who were weaving with their nimble hands in the loom. The show was directed by Jude Felix. The performance was clubbed with a fusion with Manipuri dance of weaving composed by Aribam Raseswari Devi and performed by Laishram Naupangba and Laichombam Sapana Devi, giving a glimpse of cultural heritage of Manipur in the fashion world. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Wholesale rate in LX sublimation. LX sublimation. Pauna Bazaar Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mag-printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khudingmak wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mag-printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX sublimation.
Welcome back. India recorded 21,257 fresh COVID-19 cases with 271 deaths in the last 24 hours, which is 5.2% lower than yesterday. With these fresh cases, the country's overall caseload has mounted to 3.39 crore as stated by the data released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. As many as 4.50 lakh deaths were reported in the country in the last 24 hours. India's recovery rate stands at 97.96%. Even as a total of 24,963 patients recovered from the COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, which brings the total recoveries to 3.32 crore across the country. Meanwhile, India's active caseload stands at 2.40 lakh. In the last 24 hours, so far, India has administered a total of 50.17 lakh vaccine doses in the last 24 hours, which brings the total tally of doses administered to 93.17 crore. The Yogi Adityanath government in Uttar Pradesh will undertake the development work for 32 cities of the state situated along the river banks under the central government's Amrut scheme. Under the Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation Amrut scheme, master plans of 59 cities of the state are being prepared. The state government has given the responsibility of this matter planning to the main town and village planning department, and that is expected to be finalized by November. Among this development of 32 cities will be under the focus of the central and state governments. All these cities are situated on river banks where the river fronts will be developed. Indian and Chinese troops reportedly engaged in a brief face-off at Tawang sector in Arunachal Pradesh. According to reports, the face-off took place near Yangtze in Tawang sector of Arunachal Pradesh last week. The face-off was later reportedly resolved following talks between local commanders of the two sides. Reports say that the face-off took place after a patrolling party of China's People Liberation Army (PIA) tried to enter into Indian territory. The PIA troopers were challenged by the Indian soldiers and pushed back. Around 200 PLA soldiers were intercepted and stopped by the alert Indian troopers. In separate raids conducted by State Excise and Narcotics Department and Assam Rifles, 2 persons were arrested for possessing heroin worth of rupees 18.14 lakh. A statement issued by the Excise Department said that officials of the department have seized 308 grams of heroin worth rupees 9.10 lakh in Aizaul's locality. The operation was carried out based on specific information. It said a peddler identified as Lalman Soma, age 36, a resident of Saipum village in Kolasip district, has been arrested for possessing the contraband. In another seizure, Assam Rifles troopers also recovered 235 grams of heroin worth rupees 9.4 lakh and apprehended 1 person along Rutlang Kokom Road in Champai district on Wednesday. The contraband and the detained person were handed over to state police. The 2 accused were booked under relevant sections of the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985. The UN has voted to create a new special reporter on Afghanistan's to probe violations carried out by the Taliban and other parties to the conflict amid growing concerns for the erosion of civil rights as the country transitions to an Islamic emirate. The UN Human Rights Council on Thursday passed a resolution brought by the European Union to have a special reporter working on and around in March 2022, supported by UN experts in legal analysis, forensics and women's rights. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. BJP's National President JP Nadda arriving in Manipur on a 2-day visit tomorrow. One or more union ministers will visit Manipur every 15 days to oversee development works, says Works Minister T.H. Bishwajit. MPCC President N. Loken asked if Prime Minister Narendra Modi has translated his promises into action. And with that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a good time.